Okay, the title is Install an SAP NetWeaver 7.5 SP22 AS Java with Adobe Document Services on Windows operating system. Now we are using SAP NetWeaver 7.5 product version. Already all of you know what you know. In SAP NetWeaver, only one product version is there, that is SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Remaining all product versions is not there. Only nowadays you want to install SAP NetWeaver, means only one product version is there, that is SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Already you know, by using SAP NetWeaver, it is possible to install Java system. So now, first step. So first of all, what we want to do. Okay, so one by one we go. Product availability matrix. Bam. That is the first two. Otherwise, we go to like that means we go to log on to the SAP support portal. That is the first step I'm going to. So here all of you know what you know. You want to log on to the SAP support portal. You need yes user ID and password or SAP universal ID and password. So who provide that credentials? Company provide that credentials to employee. Company provide that credentials to employee. Okay. Now the experiment is log on to the SAP support portal. That is the experiment. First experiment, I am showing how to log on to the SAP support portal. So company provide that SAP support portal credentials to me. So here, what you think means in company system, we are installing. That's why company provide that credentials to me to log on to the SAP support portal. Now I'm showing how to log on to the SAP support portal. I'm opening browser and URL is https://support.sap.com. That is the URL. support.sap.com. Now I copy this one. I am entering this one. So welcome to the SAP support portal. This is the URL. Click. Now we success. So this is the SAP support portal home page, main page. Here click this icon. Here this is SAP Universal ID. Here I have SAP Universal ID, not S user ID. This is SAP Universal ID. Every S user ID and every SAP Universal ID starting letter with S only, compulsory. Here you remember one. Every SAP Universal ID and every S user ID starting letter S only, compulsory. So after entering SAP Universal ID, scroll down, click continue. Now here, enter password. This universal SAP Universal ID password, enter and click sign. We successfully log on to the SAP support portal. So here you got it clearly how to log on to the SAP support portal. Now, after logging into the SAP support portal is completed. That is one of the steps. Next, product availability matrix. In shortcut, you called as PAR. https://support.sap.com/PAR. Here, This is the main SAP support portal URL. After last, you put slash and PAM. It is the quick link. It is called as quick link. When in last you put slash, like nodes, spam, like that you enter, means that is the quick link. Now I'm logging into the product availability matrix. Why means after login I tell clearly for what purpose I'm logging into the product availability matrix. You got it clearly. After login I tell explain clearly. I'm opening Chrome browser. I enter that URL and I click that URL. Now product availability matrix. Now here option is there, access the product availability matrix. Click this one. When you log on to the product availability matrix, compulsory you use SUser ID and password or SAP Universal ID and password. Here I am using SAP Universal ID. Scroll down, click continue. So password, scroll down, click sign in. So this is the way you want to log on to the product availability matrix. So in company, before installing, why you want to log on to the product availability matrix means, so this is our product version, SAP NetWeaver 7.5. I click there. So in SAP NetWeaver, these are the older versions. SAP NetWeaver 04, SAP NetWeaver 1.0, SAP NetWeaver 1.0 EHP1, EHP2, SAP NetWeaver 1.3, SAP NetWeaver 1.0 EHP3, SAP NetWeaver 7.3 EHP1, SAP NetWeaver 7.4 is the previous version. This all versions is expert. So nowadays you want to install this any version is not possible. Software is not there. Without software, how you install? SAP NetWeaver 7.4 software is not there. Without software, how you install that product version? Only SAP NetWeaver 7.5 software is there. How I tell that software is there? Means here, end of mainstream maintenance date is there. End of mainstream maintenance. End of mainstream maintenance. Here, date is not completed. Here, end of mainstream maintenance date is not completed. Means that software is available for installing purpose. So first step, why I'm logging into the product availability matrix means, so in company they told me I want to use SAP NetWeaver 7.5. That's why first I'm checking here. I'm checking mainstream maintenance date is completed or not. I check. So date is not completed. That means this software is available for installing purpose. That is the first step I completed. Next, technical release information tab. I click there. And I click database platforms. Okay, here, clearly they're telling by using NetWeaver 7.5, you install application server ABAP, AS ABAP, or application server Java, AS Java. Now in company, what they told me is, I want to install application server Java and this Adobe document services. That means Java system. Okay, I check. These are available. Okay, and I click here database platforms. Here kernel 745 is there. So what are the kernels is available? They show here. Kernel versions, releases, they show here. Here I check 745, 2019. Date is completed. Clearly SAP they're telling, I supported this kernel version up to this year, this date only. Here date is completed. That means they're telling SAP clearly, I don't support this kernel version. You did not use this kernel version clearly. And 749 also, here date is completed. That means SAP clearly they're telling you did not use this kernel version. I don't support. So SAP kernel 753, 754. This two date is not completed. Here you saw 753 date is not completed. End of 2027. And so here these two kernel versions is there. SAP kernel 753 64-bit Unicode, SAP kernel 754 64-bit Unicode. These two kernel versions is there. In this training, I'm using latest version. Both will be supported. You use 753 kernel or use 754 kernel. In this training, I am selected 754 kernel. Now here, databases is there. These are the supported databases for installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5. In company, they told me I want to use MS SQL Server database. I selected here. Now here, MS SQL Server 2017, 2019, 2022 is there. So in company, they told me I want to use MS SQL Server 2022. Okay. Now I scroll down. Here operating systems is there. In company, they told me I want to use Windows operating system. I selected. So in Windows operating system, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2022, Windows Server 2025 is there. So finally here, I selected this one. MS SQL Server 2022, Windows Server 2022 operating system, and SAP kernel 754/64-bit. Finally, we plan this based on we want to install. This is plan. So where I get, so for this purpose, I log into the PAM. I check everything. I got it clear information in PAM. That is about product availability matrix. Next, installation guides. Installation guide compulsory in company. You are installing any SAP software. First of all, you want to download the installation guide and read that particular installation guide. Where you found that installation guide? In SAP Help Portal. SAP Help Portal. Where you found the installation guide. So URL is https://help.sap.com. Okay, now I want to download the installation guide. I want to read the installation guide. I open browser. I enter that URL there, help.sap.com. And click this one. And click here. And for example, here, no need, scroll down. Directly our product name here also will be available. SAP NetWeaver is not there. SAP NetWeaver is not there. Suppose simply type SAP NetWeaver. Okay, here is the SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Scroll down. Here click installation guides. Now scroll down and click this drop down box and select in this list. I want to install a new system. And click this drop down box and select I want to install Java. Java I want. And click this drop down box. Scroll down. Our product version is SAP NetWeaver 7.5. And click here and select our operating system Windows. And click here and select our database MS SQL Server. Now here is there. Click this one. Guide will be open. Okay. Now I close this browser. So this is automatically in company they follow, but in your personal training, they did not follow these steps. In company only, they follow these steps. So already here operating system is ready. Already here I installed Windows Server 2022 operating system is ready. So first of all, here now, okay, now leave company. In your personal laptop, you want to install this. What are the steps you want to do? Okay, in your personal laptop, you want to install. What are the steps you want to do? Okay, so first step here clearly. I don't want to write here. I'm telling clearly here. First step. So I want to check my system computer name. After installing operating system, I want to check my system computer name. And click here search and type CMD. And click the command prompt. So now type the command host name in small letters. You want to type the command name host name. When you type command host name and press enter key, they display your computer name. Command prompt lo host name అనే command type చేసి small letters లో మీరు కీబోర్డ్ లో ఎంటర్ బటన్ ప్రెస్ చేస్తే మీ సిస్టమ్ యొక్క కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ డిస్ప్లే చేసి చూపిస్తుంది. When you type command post name in small letters in command prompt and press enter key. They display your system computer name. That's why you use that command, enter. Now that is the present my system computer name. Okay. Now I want to close the command prompt. Type exist and enter to close the command prompt. Okay, that is my present system computer name. Now what I want to do, I want to change and set one proper computer name to that system. Okay. So actually in company domain server also is there. Company. How host name plus domain name is equal to FQDN. So FQDN means fully qualified domain name, full form. You called as fully qualified domain name or you called as full computer name. మీరు full computer name అని పిలవచ్చు లేదా fully qualified domain name అని పిలవచ్చు. So for example, our FQDN means full computer name is vhcall nwjci plus dummy dot no domain is equal to vhcall nwjci dot dummy dot no domain. Like that you want to set. That means clearly what means you are changing your system computer name. మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే అక్కడ మీ సిస్టమ్ యొక్క కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ చేంజ్ చేసి ఒక ప్రాపర్ నేమ్ సెట్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు. ఓకే, నౌ how to change your system computer name. Select this PC, right click and click properties. Here rename this PC is there, click this one and close this one and click change here. Here this is the present system computer name. Here I'm entering that system computer name in small letters. vhcall nwjci in small letters. I'm entering the computer name there. I don't have domain server, but I'm providing domain name here. Click more and I'm providing domain name dummy dot no domain and click OK. Okay. Okay. Close and click restart now. After restart only the computer name will be changed. That's why I'm restarting. Maximum in companies, this SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java system compulsory they install in Windows operating system only. Maximum. SAP NetWeaver 7.5, SAP ECC, this all they did not install in HANA database. Only in company SAP S4HANA only they install in HANA database. Now VM 10 control plus all plus delete. Username administrator. My administrator password is admin.123 in small letters. I enter my administrator password, fill this. So I successfully log into the operating system after changing the computer name. So compulsory they want to restart after changing the computer name. So when restart only the computer name will be changed. So after logging into the operating system, first what I do, I want to check whatever computer name I change, it is changed or not. I want to check. How? Click here search and type cmd and click here command prompt and type the command post name. Enter. Computer name is changed. Now type exist, enter to close the command prompt. That is the first step in your personal training. This is my personal system. I'm installing SAP NetWeaver 1.5 in my personal system. After preparing operating system, first step, that is the first step I am doing. And I change and set one proper computer name to that system. Now, second step, what I want to do. I double click this PC. So here in Windows Server 2022 operating systems, I have two drives. One is C drive and another one is D drive. Two drives is there. In C drive, I install operating system files. D drive, here 849 GB free of 849 GB. When I double click folder, folder is empty. So now I decided I want to install SAP software in this drive. I select this drive, right click and click properties. I'm checking this drive is NTFS drive or not. Click OK. Why I want to check the drive is NTFS drive or not means because SAP software is supported to install in NTFS drive only. That's why I check that drive is NTFS drive or not. It is NTFS drive. Now I want to separate some size from this hard disk. That is called as paging file size. Now I am doing paging file size. Are you called as SAP file size? Are you called as virtual memory? Means how much means minimum RAM? Minimum RAM into 2.5. You want to separate how much size means. Suppose for that here in this operating system, you separated 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM like that. Okay, you separated 4 GB or 8 GB RAM like that. Means, sorry, not separated. You provided 8 GB RAM is 8 into 2.5 like that. Depending on your RAM, you want to provide the paging file size. Okay, now what I do means, now I'm showing how to do paging file size. Select this PC, right click and click properties. And click here advanced system settings. And close this one. And click here settings. And click this advanced tab. And click change. And deselect this option. Here I want to do paging file size for D drive. Select D drive and select custom size. Here I'm entering size 45123 50000. So that is the size. Means I'm providing 50 GB. Initial size is lower than maximum size. I'm providing 50 GB. I'm separating 50 GB from my hard disk. This size is called as paging file size. This size is act as secondary RAM. Now click set. Here, allocated. Now click OK. Click OK. Click apply. Click OK. Click OK. Click restart. Now, compulsory you want to restart. Suppose they did not ask that pop-up restart means you manually restart. Here now whatever size I enter in your personal laptop when you're doing time also you enter same size only. This is the second step after installing operating system. This is the second step we want to do. VM, click send control plus all plus delete. Username is administrator and my administrator password is admin.123. Now, after login, what I want to do, I want to check like means I'm showing here. Double click this PC. Here now, D drive here user 805 GB of 849. Double click D drive, empty. Okay, that step is completed. So first, I set one proper computer name to the system. That step is completed. Second, I done paging file size is completed. Next, here we are selected MS SQL Server database. Before installing SAP software, we want to install database software. Here, what are the database versions is there? MS SQL Server 2017, 2019, 2022. Here we decided 2022. Here you remember all the MS SQL Server database software installation is same. There is no difference. First of all, you want to get that database software. Where you get that database software? Open and enter support portal, support.sap.com. Or otherwise, quick link is there. me.sap.com/software center. This one. me.sap.com/software center. Click this one. Use SAP Universal ID. Scroll down. Click continue. Click here and click this one. Scroll down and click sign in. Now, for what purpose I logged into the SAP support portal? Means I'm showing you how to download the MS SQL Server 2022 version database software. For that purpose, I logged into the SAP support portal. Now here, databases tab is there. Click this one. And click here, database and database patches. Now scroll down and click MS SQL Server. And click database. And click MS SQL Server x86-64. Here, these are the versions is there. MS SQL Server 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022. For example, I click here. MS SQL Server 2016. Okay, this is also SQL for SAP only. Okay, click here. MS SQL Server 2020. And click installation. Here, this is not a full database software. This is only they providing SQL for SAP only. This is not a full database software. That is only SQL for SAP. You want another software also. You want to download that one in Google. Okay. Actually, some companies, when you click here, they show not available. Mostly all the companies, they don't have. Some companies only, they have MS SQL Server database software available. Okay, you got it clearly how to download the MS SQL Server database software. But this is not a full database software. We want another file. I have that file. Okay, I am sharing here. Double click this PC. Here, there is no softwares. Okay, I already copied all the softwares in my system. Okay, I already copied. Here in my E drive, in Java folder, what are the softwares required? I already copied. Here already MS SQL Server database software is there. Now I don't want to copy this folder into the virtual machine. Sharing is possible. How to share? VM, settings, options tab, shared folder, always enable, select this option, click add, click next, click browse, where in my F drive, E drive, Java folder. Okay, next, finish, okay. Now here, this is the database software. Okay, this is the file we downloaded from the SAP support portal. 510-55917. 510-55917. This is I downloaded in Google. This file I downloaded in Google. Okay, this is the zip file. There is no setup file to install the MS SQL Server database. That's why you want to extract. Select this file, right click and click. In this folder only I want to extract. That's why click extract here. I'm extracting that downloaded zip file. After extracting only, you got the setup file for installing MS SQL Server database. After, we want to extract this file also. Select that file, right click and extract here. Okay, now MS SQL Server database software is ready. Okay. Now we want to install. After downloading MS SQL Server database software, we want to extract. After extraction is completed, we want to install. Okay, now we want to install the MS SQL Server database software. Double click this PC, double click this shared folder, double click this Java folder. This is the folder. Double click this SQL for SAP file and close this folder. Okay, here installation mode, first option is selected. Here first option is SQL Server installation. Where we want to do first option only. Simply press enter key. Here instance name MS SQL Server is there. I also use that default name only. Press enter key. Username default only. Press enter key. It is installing SQL Server 2022. So it will take time. So minimize. Okay. So it is installing. Now we go to next software. me.sap.com/software center. We go to the next software. Which software we require? SAP Universal ID. Continue. Password. Sign in. So here we are installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java system. That means we want Java component. Here installation and upgrade tabs only. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP NetWeaver and complementary products. Click SAP NetWeaver. Click SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Click installation and upgrade. See here, whatever operating system, no problem. All operating system, same file only. Scroll down. This is the file. SAP NetWeaver 7.5 SP22 Java. This is the file you want to download. After downloading this file, you got in GIF format. So here, I created one folder. In that folder, that GIF file is there. Select that file, right click and click extract here. When installation time, they asked that file. You provided that GIF file, they did not take it. That's why when installation time, you want to provide extracted folder only. They ask extracted files. That's why you want to provide extracted folder. That's why before installation, you download that NetWeaver 7.5 Java file and extract it. This is one of the software you require when installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java. ABAP system time, you required export file. Java installation time, you required Java file. You called as Java or you called as Java component. Here now Java is there. In olden days, it is called as Java component. This is the old file. NetWeaver 7.5 Java based software component 1/2, 2/2. This is the old file. This is the latest file. Okay, that software is ready. Next, which software you require? Kernel software. Click support packages and patches tab. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP NetWeaver and complementary products. Click SAP NetWeaver. Click SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Scroll down. Click Application Server Java. Now scroll down. Click SAP Host Agent 722. Previous SAP Host Agent 721 is there. no longer in maintenance. You don't want to use this one. Only one version is there nowadays, SAP Host Station 722. Click this one. Every operating system separate file. Every operating system separate file. Okay. So that means Linux operating system file is different. Windows operating system file is different. Here you want to select and download the latest file. Here you want to select your operating system. I want to install in Windows only. So here by default Windows on x64 is selected and download the latest file. After downloading this latest file and click here application server Java to go back. Scroll down. SAP IGS. This 2 is not available. SAP IGS 2 versions is there. SAP IGS 753, SAP IGS 754. Both is supported. In this training, I'm using latest version. Click SAP IGS 754. This file also, every operating system separate file. Select your operating system here and download the latest file IGS.exe.zip. After downloading this file, to go back, click application server Java. Scroll down. Click SAP IGS helper. OS independent. OS independent means every operating system same file. That is the meaning of OS independent. You use this file in Windows operating system, Linux operating system, like that. So IGS helper.zip. After downloading this latest file, to go back, click application server Java. Scroll down. These 2 kernel versions not available. Only 753 64-bit kernel, 754 64-bit kernel. This is the latest version. We are planning to use 754 kernel only. Click this one. Here, I want kernel files in Windows operating system only. Windows, database independent. Scroll down. SAP exe.zip. Kernel part 1. SAP exe.zip. After downloading this one, this is 500. SAP exe.zip 500. This is 400, previous file. After downloading that file, click this drop-down box and select our database MS SQL Server. SAP exe.db.zip. Every database different kernel file. That's why you select your correct database and download this file, SAP exe.db.zip. DB means database kernel file. So when you download SAP exe.zip 400 means here you want to download SAP exe.db.zip 400 file. When you download SAP exe.zip 500 means here you want to download SAP exe.db.zip 500. Total 5 files. Kernel folder, IGS exe.zip, IGS helper.zip, SAP exe.zip, SAP exe.db.zip, SAP host agent.zip. Now kernel software is ready. Java software is ready. MS SQL Server database software is ready. Next, which software we require? Here only, in application server Java only, another software is there. SAP JVM 8.1. Click this one. This file, every operating system separate file. In which operating system you want that file, select your operating system. I want on Windows on x64 64-bit only. This is the file, SAP JVM 8.1. This is the latest file. So this is the file. I created SAP JVM 8.1. In that folder, that file is there. You no need to extract, you keep like that only. Next, SWPM is the installation tool. support.sap.com/SL toolset is the quick link. support.sap.com/SL toolset is the quick link. Now scroll down. Here, Download Software Provisioning Manager. Click this one. Software Provisioning Manager, two versions is there. Software Provisioning Manager 1.0, Software Provisioning Manager 2.0, two versions is there. Here we want to click Software Provisioning Manager 1.0. Why we want to click Software Provisioning Manager 1.0 means because our NetWeaver 7.5 installation option is available inside Software Provisioning Manager 1.0. Click this one. Here, every operating system separate file. So I want to download on Windows on x64 64-bit. Already that one is selected. Now scroll down. SWPM 1.0 SP44. This is SWPM 1.0 SP43. This is the latest file. SWPM 1.0 SP44 is the latest one. Here SWPM.SAR is there. 70 SWPM.SAR is there. Here you want to download SWPM.SAR. Why means our NetWeaver 7.5 installation option is available inside SWPM.SAR file. After downloading that file, it is SAR file. After downloading that file, you want to extract that file by using SAP car code. You want to require SAP car also. Support packages and patches. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP Technology Components. Click SAP Car. Click SAP Car 753 latest one. This file also, every operating system separate file. I want this file in Windows on x64 64-bit only. Download the latest file. SAP Car. SAP Car, it is .exe file. So I copied that file here. I created one folder, SWPM folder. In that folder, SWPM.SAR file is there, SAP car is there. We want to extract that SWPM.SAR file by using SAP car. Why means after extracting that SWPM.SAR file, in there you got latest SAP entity. By using that SAP entity only, you open Software Provisioning Manager. Now how to extract? Click here. Type CMD, enter. Now command prompt is open, E Java SWPM. In that folder only, that two files is there. First, you want to type entire name of SAP car. Here first letter is common, SS, but second letter is different. Simply type SA and press tab key on your keyboard. Okay. Use space minus SF. Small letters, use space SW and press tab key. That is the command. SAP car.exe, use space minus XF, use space SWPM.SAR. Enter. It is extracting. In backside, they are getting folders, files, everything. So by using SAP car, you are extracting SWPM.SAR file. After extracting SWPM.SAR file, you got SAP entity. Extraction is completed. Now type exist. To close the command prompt, enter. Close this folder. Now we check that MS SQL Server database is completed. Execution successful. Press enter to exist. Enter. Now here, double click this PC. Double click C drive. Double click program files. Here you found any folder name like SAP entity underscore entity here. We did not found any folder. In C drive, in program files folder, we did not found folder name as SAP entity underscore entity here. Okay. Now, before installing, we want to do prerequisites check. Before installing, we want to do prerequisites check. Okay. Now, how to do prerequisites check? Double click shared folder. Double click this folder. Double click SWPM folder. Scroll down. Double click SAP entity and close this folder. Now Software Provisioning Manager is opening. Now click yes. So click advance, scroll down, click on save. Username is administrator. I have only one user. That user is administrator. After installing Windows Server 2022 operating system, we have only one user. That username is administrator. And here I want to enter my administrator password admin.123 and click sign in. Okay, software provisioning manager is open. Now scroll down in this list. This is my product version, SAP NetWeaver 7.5, expand by clicking this icon. This is my database, MS SQL Server, expand by clicking this icon. Now I want to do prerequisites check. Expand preparations by clicking this icon. Now select prerequisites check. Select or double click. Checks your installation and everything. Okay, click next. Now I am showing how to do prerequisites check before installing. Define parameters. Define parameters means they asking inputs, they asking information, you want to provide the information, that is define parameters. Okay, now scroll down. Here 10 options is there. So we are installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5 AS ABAP. Here you want to select database instance AS Java, and you want to select primary application server instance AS Java, and we want to select application server instance AS Java, and we want to select SCS instance, Java Central Service Instance AS Java. So these are the options we want to select. 6, 7, 8, 9. And click next. Click next here. Now scroll down. SAP exe.sar status still missing. Status still missing means they asking that file. That is the meaning of status still missing. Without providing that file, when you click next means they did not allow to go to the next page. That means you want to provide this file. Whatever file they ask, you want to provide that file. Now we want to provide SAP exe.sar. Click browse in Z drive, in Java folder, in kernel folder. Scroll down. This is the file SAP exe.sar. Click OK and click next. Now scroll down. Status available. Available means you provided correct file. They give permission to go to the next page. Suppose after providing file also your status still missing means you provided wrong file. That is the meaning. Now here click next. Finally, review parameter summary screen. Only one screen. That screen is called as parameter summary screen. So from starting, the page will be open now. We selected options. Actually, here database instance is Java, primary application server instance is Java, and central service instance is Java. So no need to, it is additional application server instance. Okay, it is additional application server instance. Here spelling is mistake, I think. So database instance is Java, primary application server instance is Java, additional application server instance is Java, SCS instance, Java Central Service instance is Java. So this is parameter summary screen. Whatever screens they open, they show everything. Is there any change? Miss change here. Suppose there is no changes, miss click next. Click next. Now execute service. This is the prerequisite check result screen. Scroll down. Here they're telling whatever computer name you set is okay. This is the computer name is okay. Operating system language okay. NFS service okay. System locate okay. RAM size okay. Domain controller okay. Host IP address okay. Swap size okay. Everything is okay. They tell me. So here swap size, paging file size. Here at least this is the recommended swap size. Our system recommended swap size. Like that, every system, they recommended different swap size you found here. Your system recommended swap size you found here. This is the recommended swap size. I provided this swap size. That's why they're telling whatever swap size I required, you provided. That means swap size is okay. Here swap size could not met means you done wrong. So here all the result code is okay means you start the installation. What is this prerequisite check means? Before starting installation, is there any error means? They tell that information here. So that's why before installation, is there any error means? You found that error information here means you solve that error, you want to start the installation. For that purpose, prerequisite check. They check your operating system language, they check your RAM size, they check your IP address, swap size, your computer name details. Click next. So this is the success message of prerequisite check result screen. Click OK. Click close. Click exist and close the browser. Now pre-installation steps. Up to here we done. We set one proper computer name. We done paging file size. We download a MS SQL Server database. We extract and we install MS SQL Server database. We downloaded kernel software. We downloaded JVM software, JVM 8.1. We downloaded Java software. We downloaded SWM software. We done prerequisite check. This is all pre-installation steps. Pre-installation steps before pre-installation steps means before installation, what are we required, what are the softwares, what are the steps you want to do, that everything is completed. Now the system is ready to directly start the installation. Now directly want to start the installation. Double click this PC, double click this folder, double click this folder, double click SWPM, scroll down, double click SAP entity and close the folder. Now software provisioning manager is open. Click yes. Click advance. Scroll down. Click on save. I have only one user. My username is administrator. I want to enter that username here. Administrator. And my administrator password is admin.123. And click sign. Now, scroll down. Our product version is SAP NetWeaver 7.5 SPAN. And my database is MS SQL Server SPAN. And we are doing installation. SPAN installation. And now we are installing application server Java, AS Java. SPAN application server Java, AS Java. Here, installation 3 options is there: standard system, distributed system, high availability system. Now in this training, I am using standard system. So now we are installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java system, standard system, SPAN standard system, select standard system. So here clearly they telling you are installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java system. These are the instances are installing SAP system instances, mandatory instances. Mandatory instances of an SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java system. What are the instances? Java Central Service Instance. In shortcut, it is called as HCS instance. Database instance. Primary Application Server instance. In shortcut, it is called as PAS instance. That means these 3 instances are installing, mandatory instances, compulsory. These 3 instances you want to install. So I'm installing these 3 instances in single system, same host. I want to install these 3 instances in single system. That's why I selected standard system. When you select standard system, these 3 instances are installed in single system. When you install ABAP based SAP system, here you got ACS instance. In Java system, you got SCS instance, Java Central Service instance. Select standard system and click next. Typical custom. Typical means default settings. Custom means manual settings. So in installation, you have so many options. When you select typical, they show only some options only, important options. So here always you want to select custom and click next. Log off required. Log off required means I am logging with administrator account. You log out from administrator account. After login again with administrator account, the installation will be continued. Here is that software provisioning manager needs to log off. Okay, when you click OK here, it will be log off. So, and continue the installation when you log in again. So if you choose OK, software provisioning manager will be log off and continue the installation when you log in again. Okay, click OK. Now it is log off. Here, click send control plus all plus delete. Username administrator. My administrator password is admin.123 and click this icon. Click yes. Username is administrator. And my administrator password is admin.123. And click send. Once again, here you want to click yes. When you click yes, it will be total restart. The operating system will be restart. If you choose as software provisioning manager, will reboot the machine now. Will restart the machine now. Choose no means when you click no means you want to manually restart. When you click yes, it is automatically restart. Click yes to restart the system. PM send control plus all plus delete. Username is administrator and my administrator password is admin.123 and click this one. Click yes. Username is administrator and my administrator password is admin.123 and click sign in. Sometimes it will not open means you did not get anything here. It will be blank like this means what you do means close this one. How to close software provisioning manager? Close, click here. This is the icon. Right click, click exist and click OK. On that time only it will be fully closed. Once again double click this PC, shade folder, this folder, double click SWPM, scroll down, double click SAP entity and close this folder. Click as username is administrator and my administrator password is admin.1 and click sign in. Now scroll down, expand our product version, expand our database, expand installation, expand application server Java, expand standard system, select standard system and click next. Here, scroll down, start a new run to choose the option. Continue with the existing one. I want to continue with the existing one. I already started installation. No, I want to continue with the existing one and click next. Now, scroll down. SAP JVM 8.SAR. They asking SAP JVM 8.SAR file. Status still missing. Status still missing means they asking this file. You want to provide SAP JVM 8.SAR file. Now, click browse in this shade folder, in Java folder, in this folder, SAP JVM 8.1. This is the file, SAP JVM 8.SAR. Select that file and click OK and click next. Now, scroll down. Here, SAP JVM 8.SAR status available. Status available means I provided correct file. That is the meaning. They give permission to go to the next page. Click next. Now, Java component. You want to provide NetWeaver 750, SAP NetWeaver 7.5 Java component. Click Browse. In shared folder in Java, this is SPAN. This is the folder we want to provide. Select OK and click Next. When you're installing ABAP system type, they ask export. When you're installing Java system type, they ask Java component. Now, scroll down. Here 10 options is there. Okay. 10 options is there. In this 10 options, you want to select which are the options you require. Okay. Here you saw, suppose you want to install enterprise portal system is only you want to select this two. EP Core enterprise portal systems. Okay, but here I want only Adobe document services. Suppose you don't want to select anything, means you don't need to select anything. Here I want Adobe document services. Okay, so that option only. So suppose in company requirement, they told you which option you want to select. Based on you want to select here. So company told me you want to select Adobe document services in this phase. That's why I'm selecting Adobe document services and I'm clicking next. SAP system ID. This one also company providing. Here you did not set your own SAP system ID, company provide you. Simply you want to type that SAP system ID there. SAP system ID, there is a rule. What is that rule? SAP system ID is 3 alphanumeric characters. 3 alphanumeric characters means what? Means first one compulsory A to Z letter only. Remaining two A to Z letter or 0 to 9 digit. SAP system ID always in caps letters only. Now your installation drive, you go to your installation drive, D drive, my installation drive. Present here empty. But after installation is completed, in your installation drive, you got USR folder. In that USR folder, you got SAP folder. In that SAP folder, whatever SID you provided, NWJ, by that name, by that NWJ, you got one folder. Here, my installation drive is not C drive. Click this drop down box and select D drive. That means in D drive, you got USR folder. In that USR folder, SAP folder. In that SAP folder, NWJ folder will be created. After installation, you check, you got that details. Click next. Some reserved SIDs is there, you did not use. Okay, company provide that SAP system ID, you enter simply that SAP system ID there. It is my domain name, it is correct. There is no changes. Click next. Master password. What is this master password? This master password also, when installing in company server, company provide you, you want to enter that master password there. After installation is completed, you want to start the SCS instance, primary application server instance, database instance by using this password only. That is master password. So here I am entering the master password. Final underscore 6789. Final underscore 6789. That is the master password I am entering and click next. Only 2 or 3 steps only difference. Here they ask SAP JVM 8.1. But when you installing ABAP system time, they did not ask SAP JVM 8.1. Here in the place of export, they ask Java component, but starting only they ask. In ABAP side, in middle, they ask export file. That's only. This step also, when you installing ABAP system time, you got this page also. Here, if you want the SAP system to run on single host, you choose local domain, local installation. By default, here local domain is selected. Yeah, I'm installing all instances in single system. No, that's why by default, we want to select local domain only. Click next. Now here 2 users is created, operating system users. One is SAP system administrator user and another one is SAP system service user. So these 2 users by default master password only they taken. Click next here. Yeah, I installed database software on this host only. Make sure that your database is running, the database server, everything. Okay, click next. Now they're telling database ID. For database also ID is there. In short, you called full form as database ID. In shortcut, it is called as DBS ID. Actually, here one difference is there. What is the difference means? When you select MS SQL Server database, on that time only you got this option. What the option they're telling? Your SAP system ID and database ID both are set. My SAP system ID is NWJ. That means my database ID also NWJ. when you're installing MS SQL Server database, on that time only you got like this. Suppose when you are using SAP AC, SAP MatchDB, Oracle database, means they ask database ID, you want to enter the database ID there. Here you, all of you remember, your SAP system ID and database ID is same, you want to enter. Click next. Now my SAP system ID is NWJ and my database ID also NWJ. SAP system ID means, so that is the name. You want to identify your system by that name. You are identify me by my name, like that SAP system ID also. You want to identify your SAP system by that name. In companies, so many SAP systems is there. How you identify your SAP system? By that SAP system ID. Every SAP system, you got different SAP system ID. That rule also is there. One SAP system ID, you maintain to so many SAP system, SAP they take action. Every system you want to maintain different SAP system ID. Now here kernel, scroll down. They asking SAP exe.sir, IJS exe.sir, IJS helper.sir, SAP exe db.sir. Click browse in Z drive, in Java, in kernel folder, that files is there. Here they did not ask SAP host agent sir. I am providing that file also. Click OK and click next. Okay, now scroll down. Our available. That means we provided correct file. SAP exe.sir status available. IJS exe.sir status available. IJS helper.sir status available. SAP exe db.sir status available. So we we provided correct files, 4 files. Okay. So now they give permission to go to the next page. Click next. Now scroll down. SAP host agent dots are already be provided. That's why here status available. Click next. Now here same step, local domain only, click next. So here SAP host agent operating system user password. This is SAP host agent operating system user. By default password is master password only, click next. So MS SQL Server database schema. This is MS SQL Server database schema username. So many students sometimes they ask me what is the username of database schema. For Java system SAP NWJDB. This is the username of database schema. And this is the password. Password is master password only. Click next. Here, depending on your CP course, you want to select small system, medium system, large system. In your system, you have 4 to 8 CP cores, means you select small. In your system, you have 8 to 16, means you select medium. In your system, you have 16 to 32, means you select large. So here, I'm selecting 4 for small systems. You also, when installing them, here you select 4 for small system and click next. Here, suppose you selected not small, medium system means here you got more database files. System means where you get more database files. Okay, I selected small, that's why here I get only 4 like that. So this is the data files and this is the log file. They're telling in D drive, after installation is completed, in D drive, these 4 data files and log file will be available. But now in D drive is empty. After installation in D drive, that will present in D drive, there is no folder. What I do means I click here and type nwj slash nwj slash nwj slash nwj slash nwj slash. That means what here I'm doing after installation is completed, you go in D drive, NWJ folder is available. In that NWJ folder, this files is available. For that purpose, I do. Means I'm putting all these files in particular folder. That folder is NWJ folder. After installation is completed, this data files, these 4 data files and this log file will be available in D drive in NWJ folder. Click next. Use default configuration only. SQL Server memory configuration, use default only. Click next. SQL Server match to configuration, use default only. Click next. Here, key phrase is master password. This is very, very important. Key phrase. In some topics, they ask this key phrase. That's why it is very, very important. Key phrase means nothing, master password only. Click next. Now here, primary application server instance, SCS instance. For database instance, they did not ask instance number. You no need to provide an instance number for database instance. Now, instance number is 2-digit number 00297 is available. Every instance you want to maintain different instance number. Primary application server instance number is 00 is there. I am set as 91. And SCS instance, SCS means Java Central Service instance number is 01 is there. I set as 90. Now, primary application server instance number is 91 and SCS instance number is 90. So that is the instance number. Instance number is 2-digit number. Here you got. Okay, click next. Now they're telling this system SCS instance number is 90. This system SCS instance number is 90. That's why this system Java message server port number is 3990. They mentioned that information also. Internal Java message server port number is 3990. Why means that Java message server is available inside SCS instance. Java message server is available inside SCS instance. SCS instance number is 90. Actually, Java message server port number is 39 $. In the place of $, you want to mention SCS instance number 3990 and click next. So here, enter the password for the web dispatcher, SAP web dispatcher. SAP web dispatcher password is master password only. Click next. Here use default only. There is no changes. Click next. Use default only. Actually, here, this is also very important. Administrator of user, administrator, password, master password, guest user, guest. Click next. Click next. So I'm not adding the system into the system landscape directory. SLD means system landscape directory. Suppose you want to add means you select this option, use existing SLD for registration and enter SLD host number, port number and SLD username and password. So I'm not adding. That's why no SLD destination and click next. So suppose you are not installing additional application server instance on this system. You no need to install additional application server instance on this system. On that time, you no need to select this one, message server access control list. Use default only when you did not install additional application server instance on this system. Here clearly is there. If you decide to install an additional application server instance later, you need to remove this file manually before the installation and create it again after the installation. So, okay, you create message server access control list now. What will be happen is, so after you install additional application server instance on the system, first you delete this message server access control list and install additional application server instance. That's why mostly here they did not create message server access control list. Why means in company compulsory they install additional application server instance. That's why here you did not create message server access control list. Click next. So they are asking in SCS instance, you want to install web dispatcher, additional component. They're asking in SCS instance, you want to install SAP web dispatcher, means select web dispatcher. When you select Web Dispatcher here, what will be happen means in SCS instance, SAP Web Dispatcher will be installed. Suppose you did not select a Web Dispatcher means in SCS instance, it will not install. I'm selecting, I want to install SAP Web Dispatcher in SCS instance. That's why I select and click next. Here, no need to change anything. Use default only. Here, no need to change. Actually, this is the port number. HTTPS port number is 44390. Configure HTTP port. HTTP port is $80. Here, remember, in interviews ask you, what is the port number of HTTP? HTTP port number is $80. HTTPS port number is 443. Okay. Suppose I want to configure means click as. So this is the port number 80. This one encryption mode is always. So you want to configure HTTPS or HTTP port number. Suppose I want to configure HTTP port number. You remember this port number very important. Here for HTTPS port, for HTTP port 90 is there. That is primary application server instance number. 443 90 is the primary application server instance number. 80 90 is the primary application server instance number. Okay, click next. No need to select this one. The SAP NetWeaver development infrastructure has to set services that provide central storage and distributed version of Java server code. No need to select this one. Suppose in company they ask you, you want to install this one. So on that time they told you, you want to select. Otherwise, no need to select. Okay, no need to select that one and click next. Click next here. It is the new option. Okay, click next. I think define parameters is completed. I think we go to review parameters now. Yeah, review parameters. Parameter summary screen. From starting to now, whatever pages they've opened, they show here. Is there any changes? Means change here. Suppose there is no changes. Means click next. Here there is no changes. Click next. Now executive service is running 0 to 100%. Here, click task list. Here you see which task is running. In executive service, this 2 task is completed. This task is running. Create users for SAP system. This color symbol indicate that task is completed. That is the meaning. This color symbol indicate this task is running. That is the meaning. Now create users for SAP system. Task is running. This is browser. By using browser, you directly access log file is possible. Yeah, this is the log file. Click here. SAP entity underscore dv.log, SAP entity.log. These 2 log files are very important. Okay. SAP entity.log, SAP entity underscore dv.log. So in SAP entity underscore log, this screen is called as installation progress. 0 to 100% is running. This is called as installation progress screen. Okay. So in this screen, you get any error means you go to SAP entity.log. Every notification, every installation step notification you want to see means you want to go to SAP entity underscore dv.log. So many log files is there, but all log files are reference to the 2 log files. The 2 log files are very important log files. Where you found that log files means in C drive, in program files, in SAP entity underscore instTR, there you found that log files. I think here it will take time. Install Web Dispatcher, install primary application server instance, configure database. Okay, it will take time. We want to wait. It will take time. In interview, they ask you, by using browser, you access to the log files is possible or not. Yeah, it is browser now. In installation time, directly I click log files there, I access the log files. It's possible. Two important log files. You remember SAP-HT.log, SAP-HT_DEV.log. In SAP-HT.log, installation progress information will be available. Installation progress means this one. So here in this phase, you got error means you directly see that log file. And one more point, in installation time means 0 to 100% is running. Now in 17%, they stop 17%, you got one pop-up. Retry, cancel. Error. In 17% error you get, retry, cancel. First of all, you want to click retry. When you click retry, 17 to 19, they continue installation. It's no problem. When you click retry also, you got same error, same pop-up. Means manually, you solve the error and click retry to continue the installation. It will take time. It will take time to complete. Within 1 hour, the installation will be complete in my system. We want to wait. 0 to 100% is completed means the installation will be complete. When you get the success message, you get installation successful. It will take time. Within 45 minutes, the installation will be complete in my system. We want to wait. Finally, we got the success message. Click OK. Click close. Click exit and close the browser. Now here shared folder is there. We want to remove this shared folder. VM, settings, options, shared folder. Select this one. Click remove. Click as, deselect, select disable and click OK. Now that shared folder is not available. Now installation is successful.